If you build it, they will come.
Build what?
A baseball field.
Yeah, but who's they?
The Mariner fans. Oh, and call it Safeco Field.
Safeco.
And put a retractable roof on it.
Okay, well, that sounds good, but who's gonna pay for it?
If you build it, they will pay for it.
What if there's a cost overrun?
Would you stop with the questions already? And another thing, you should never have made Waterworld.
I know.
Thank you so much. It was a beautiful day. There's lots of exciting stuff going on around town, but the most exciting event of the year happened at King TV this week. We got the new phone books. Did you get the new phone books? Have you got those? As usual, the staff of Almost Live looked through the yellow pages, and we found that people placing ads have made some rather unusual choices. Now, one of the first categories is adoption. Under A, we looked at this ad here. It says, "I'm not giving up my child. I'm deciding his future." That's the slogan there. Meanwhile, the kid is going, "What? You're doing what? Wait. You're doing what? Hold on here. Who's giving me to who here?" Then there's this ad from Mark S. Lee, who says he'll do everything legally possible to get you off. Now that's a lawyer I want. Everything. Right. On the other hand, these people don't seem to need him. We come fast, so they... Apparently, they don't need everything legally possible. Now take a look at this ad here from this hat store. Look at this. It says, "Don't know your head size? Don't panic." I think we all know what that's like. You wake up in the middle of the night in the cold sweat screaming, "What's my head size?" All right, now here's an interesting one. Here's La Vaca restaurant, tasty low-fat Mexican food. And look at this. "Except for our meats, all our food is 100% vegetarian." Well, I guess we'll just have to take them at their word on that one, I think. Here's a real Seattle one here. Einar Johansson Insulation and Glass. "Yes, you should get a second opinion." Boy, Einar's got that Scandinavian, that sort of Swedish depressive. "Yeah, you know, we like you, Einar." "Oh, no, call someone else. You need to..." Come on, Einar. Take a look at this here. We've got the Gregory hair removal system, which makes this bold claim here. "Qualified to treat all 24 problem areas." There are 24 problem areas for hair? Well, I know one would be Linwood, but I didn't know that there was... All right, now look at this guy here. It's the bathtub doctor. "Yeah, you got something for a cold?" I've kind of... "Sure, just get in the tub. I'll be joining you after I light the incense." "What?" "I'm the bathtub doctor." It's right there in black and white. Another strange one here. Look at the mole trapping special. That's a mighty big mole. The mole. I think we can pretty much call off the macaw whale hunts and just like forget it, you know, just get them out there to harpoon some mole. And now, how about this cosmetic surgery ad? Now, that cannot be the same man. I cannot. That is a miracle. However, now, if you're talking about good-looking guys, look at the guys at Bruce's Roofing. You see, They know they're so good looking that all the guys in the front row, cross your hands, guys. Don't let the chicks see the, you know, they know they're staring there. You know, they're the best looking roofers in town, especially in the back row. Leonard. There he is. Yeah. Best looking roofer in town. Now look what they do at Just Parrots Incorporated. Oh my gosh, look what they're doing with the birds. They're hand feeding them babies. Hand fed babies. They're doing what? Well, we have a great show for you tonight, but before we go any further, please watch this.
He's the man who whittles, he's a whittling man, he's the Whittler. But if you're in trouble, he'll do what he can, he's the Whittler. He uses folk wisdom to figure it out, unless he's cut himself and he's passing out. He's the Whittler.
Unit 33, any sign of the escaped convict?
No, not yet. Matt, are you okay?
Over here, Gus. I got him.
Whoa.
I had to shoot him. He was trying to get away.
Good work.
Thanks.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
This isn't a convict. You shot a referee.
A referee? Are you sure?
Pretty sure. He has the whistle.
Oh, man. I shot a referee. How was I supposed to know?
Well, I'll tell you how.
The Whittler.
You see those stripes?
Yeah?
Well, on a convict, they run across. On a referee, they run up and down.
You mean vertical?
Well, I don't know your fancy police terms, but like I say, up and down.
That explains why convicts look so fat compared to referees.
Well, that, and you don't see many convicts with Hager slacks.
Yeah.
Whittler, I wish I had 1/10 of your folk smarts.
Well, I don't feel bad. I once knew an officer in your same situation. He shot a zebra.
That was me, too.
Well, what can I say? You're just a moron.
Good point. Well, we got to get going. By the way, what's that you're whittling?
What, this? It's penis.
All right.
Good. Good.
He uses folk wisdom to figure it out, unless he's cut himself and he's passing out. He's the Whittler.
Well, that's just about the end of the first act. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are you doing here? It's the governor. Gary. It's our governor, Gary Locke, is here. Now, you're not...
Is this the store?
No, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be at home. You got that new baby.
I thought this was the store. Mona sent me out to get some diapers.
Oh, well, let's see.
we're out of diapers.
Don't worry, we always keep some Huggies around. Just a second, Gov. Here you go. Gosh, so how old is Dylan?
2 months old.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, listen, these hold up to 30 pounds, so you're set. All right. Anyway,
Dylan's not 30.
No, they hold up to 30 pounds, so just put one on and he'll load it up. All right, so we'll be right back after this. Stay with us. We've got a great show. We're coming right back. Well, we are back. And no mistaking, there's a special feeling in the audience tonight, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for another visit from a great entertainer, a great humanitarian, and my personal friend for over 39 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Before we go any further, I want to announce that something very special happened to Bill last night in New York City, which I believe we have a tape of.
And the Emmy goes to...
There it is.
Disney presents Bill Nye the Science Guy!
Accepting for Bill Nye the Science Guy is producer Bill Nye.
All right. For the best television show for children in the country. Richly deserved honor, and we've got, this is a national Emmy that's not like those local Emmys, so let's treat this one real carefully. Let's put it under here because I know you're going to blow something up, aren't you? And I don't want the Emmy thing to get blown up.
If it's in the almost live furniture, it's safe.
Yeah, that's right.
For years. It can sit there for years.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to blow up?
Oh, John.
Ross is
So
down
it's
there.
so cool to be here, and thank you for that little tip of the hat, the little acknowledgement of the Emmys, you know, because they started here.
Yes.
And, you know, we've always blown things up here, John.
Yes,
And,
so let's blow.
When you blow things up, you want to control it. You don't want it to control you. I think you know what I'm saying.
Right, yes.
It's true of so many things.
Okay.
So what we have here is a two-part fuel system. That's what I want you to grasp. See, rockets nowadays at our primitive level as humans, they're chemical systems, John.
Yes.
So we have here a couple of household chemicals. This is bicarbonate of soda.
What are they going to be when we evolve?
It'll be some ion drive or antimatter or something cool.
Anyway, yeah.
Something big.
So that
and cool.
was, what was that?
Bicarbonate of soda.
Okay.
This is cream of tartar, which is a residue made from grapes.
I see.
And maybe in grape juice making, for example.
I see.
So now, John, you mix them.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've been going on and on there about what? About two-part fuel systems. Nothing happens, right?
So you've got...
But we add a solvent.
Uh-huh.
And the tartaric acid mixes with a bicarbonate of soda, and look!
Tartaric acid.
Dramatic bubbles.
Look at that. You just can't get...
Wow, Bill! Bill, I've never seen anything like it.
People say you can't get good acid anymore, but look, there comes Bill.
That's right.
All right.
That's right, John.
Now, what do you get? All right, so now you're going to put
John,
some in
this is
here.
baking powder, which you see is a commercial product that has those two things already mixed. We put a little baking powder in this ordinary film canister, John.
Okay, let's blow it up. We got to move
this is
along.
some warm water. We add the warm water. We put the lid on.
Oh,
we screwed it up in there. Okay, we put the lid on. We turn it upside down.
And... Yes! But I want to see something bigger. Do you have something bigger?
Yes, we do, John. Yes, we do.
Let's do it. Wow, look. Yes. We've blocked off the street out here.
Yes, we have Thomas Street, which runs, you know, south of the NBC affiliate
well, we got
in Seattle,
the
Washington.
entire canister thing over
here.
here.
What we've got here, John, is the 5-gallon paint container.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is great.
Very much like the film canister. It's a plastic cylinder with a lid.
Okay, let's start dumping it in. Can I help you?
Baking powder. Baking
powder.
powder.
Here goes 1, 2.
There's the baking powder.
3.
Now, John, what we got to do...
Whoa.
We can't just mix the water, John, because we can't get the lid on. Couldn't get the lid on quite fast enough.
These cups that look like they came from a kegger.
Yeah, they did, John. I know that you recognize those instantly with all your...
it brings back a lot of
You went to the
memories.
UW, didn't you? Yeah.
I certainly
for
did.
6 years, I think.
Yeah.
So we put this on.
Okay.
And we put the lid on.
You want to
The lid's got to be on solidly. Okay.
Here we go. As he's pounded down the lid.
Put the lid on solidly. Gently, carefully. Now you see the dust coming out. There's a little trick there, John. We've lubricated the O-ring with, dare I say it, a dilating material.
Kids, don't try this at home, right?
Really don't try this
really
at home.
don't try this
Really
at
don't
home.
try this at home. But here,
Bill
you know,
and I
with
are
the
trained
limitless
professionals.
resources that we have at the NBC affiliate,
That's right.
you just, you know, money and
pounding it
paint
down.
buckets are no.
It's
This is my
exciting.
own hammer. This is not a I'll take this home.
Get that thing hammered
There,
down.
hear that? Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Boy.
So, John, two-part fuel
There's
system.
a guy like over there, like they think. There's a guy like it's like a steel drum band. We're outside of Nordstrom's. We're like dealing, you know. Let's get the reggae going. Okay, one.
John, this is key. We can't mess with this. This is a safety of flight issue right here.
Okay.
Safety of flight. This has got to be. I think so. We got to have this. Oh yes. Now, John,
let's take it
this
up
is
here. We gotta
explosive.
go.
This is rocket
really,
fuel.
We're gonna put it on the launch pad.
A bucket. Are you ready, John?
Yeah. Let's do it.
3,
Here he
2,
goes.
1.
Whoa,
Shake,
he's
shake,
shaking
shake.
it up. Get
Shake,
ready.
shake, shake.
Oh, Look, it's starting to bulge
It
out
is
like
bulging
that.
out.
It's just happening right away almost.
Oh, yes.
Let's
yes,
see what
John,
happens.
I wouldn't get that close. You know, I have
Okay,
tremendous
well, let's
respect
just
for you as
see
a
what-
person. And we're hoping that soon, what we're hoping
Well, the
for-
tension's mounting.
The tension is mounting.
This is
Now,
like
you know,
when you throw the M80,
yeah,
and then the fuse goes down, and who's going to go get it to see?
John, I
you're
have
at
no
the 4th of
experience
July
with that.
party.
I really don't know what you're driving at.
And
But
like,
John,
you know-
I really encourage you not to get any closer.
Bill Nye blew something up real good. He blew it up real good.
Top 3 stories here at King 5. All right. Wow. Just
Bill
like
Nye,
that,
the science
John.
guy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see that again.
So good to be here.
Tonight's Late Report is brought to you by The Money Shack. If you aren't too particular about where the money came from, come to The Money Shack.
Good evening. This is the Late Report, sponsored by The Money Shack. Well, the Friends of the Oak Harbor Library got 170 authors to send autographed books for their annual auction. Meanwhile, secret plans to counter the move are being made by another group, the enemies of the Oak Harbor Library. The Driftwood Sculpture Show is held today at the Country Village in Bothell. Some people travel for as far away as 3 blocks to see it. Rapper Vanilla Ice played the Phoenix in Pioneer Square tonight. Many who saw the concert said they thought they had mistakenly attended the Driftwood Sculpture Show instead. Denny's restaurants in Kent Federal Way in Tacoma will be among the first in the nation to get a makeover of the chain into 1950s-style diners with jukeboxes, neon, and rotating pie cases. And in keeping with the 1950s motif, the restaurant chain will continue its policy of blatant racism. The National Foundation for Women Business Owners ranks Washington as the 10th best state for women businesses. Way to go, chicks! It was announced this week that Seattle's unemployment rate for April was at a 30-year low of 4.4%. No, wait a minute, that's 4.5%. Well, the Macaw Indians harpooned and killed a gray whale this week and ate it. The men seemed happy, but many of the women are convinced the blubber went straight to their thighs. And now the spotlight falls on our own Governor Gary Locke. Okay. Wow. That one's gonna cost us. That one's gonna cost us, I know. Finally, the Safeco Field Clubhouse will have a special locker set aside for Ken Griffey's collection of baseball cleats and athletic shoes, and a space for his favorite clubhouse chair. In addition, excavation will soon begin on an adjoining 10-story tower that will house his ego. This has been the Late Report. Stay with us, because we're coming right back.
Problem like the Kingdome. How do you keep the tiles from falling down? How do you fix an eyesore like the Kingdome? A ton of explosives, a wrecking ball of wow. Oh, $34 million is the price tag. About the same as a Kingdome beer on tap. So why should the city pay $100,000 a day when it's easier just to blow it off the map? Oh, how do you solve a problem like the Kingdome? How do you fix a pile of concrete crap?
Well, excuse me. That's just about all the time we have tonight. Thank you for a great 15th season, and as a special treat, some members of our audience will be getting tickets to select films from the Seattle International Film Festival, which runs through June 6th, and one lucky audience member will receive an overnight stay at the Sheraton Seattle Hotel. So I want to thank Bill Nye and Gary Locke and Governor Fabulous John.
Well, thanks for your help there, Whittler.
By the way, what are you whittling?
This? It's a penis.
Nice penis.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hey, do you want to win tickets to a bunch of concerts at the Gorge? You want to see a Mariners game from a luxury box at Safeco Field? Then keep track of the special sponsors for Almost Live's late report for the 4 weeks ending May 22nd. When you have all four, put them on a card and send them to Almost Live Ratings Ploy Contest, Post Office Box 19640, Seattle, Washington 98124. Once again, here are all four sponsors together for the last time. Entries must be postmarked by May 24th, 1999, and the winner will be announced on Evening Magazine on Friday, May 28th. Good luck!